Hey, traders, welcome to the Sunday stream. Pretty, I don't know, somewhat important stream just because, well, you know, in 1 hour and 50 minutes, the weekly candle will close. Where right now, if you can believe it, we're above the major support resistance on the weekly, which is 11,463. Bitcoin, I mean, overnight, you know, up $100, man. That's it. Like literally nothing else. And so not much change has happened. All it did was hold that critical support, right? You fell below it, you double bottomed off of it, and look, man, 11,463. You broke it, and you just held on. Now you're rallying higher, but you're still, unfortunately, not making a higher high than your previous high yet. So still lower highs, lower lows in the short term. So, I mean, you really, really want to see Bitcoin eventually break 11,789 if you want this stuff to continue on altcoins, which that's where the action's been. That's like what the stream, you know, I don't know. It's like not much to talk about on Bitcoin, just like yesterday. Meh, right? But altcoins, different story. We'll just look at the weekly on Bitcoin real quick to see the candle that we're painting. It's about to dry. Right here, just kind of indecision, but good news, right? Remaining above at the close, but we got as low as 11,110 or something. No problems on the weekly, man. You're perfect. You're golden. 66.6 on the RSI. That's good. Hot, but not too hot, in bullish territory. Not overbought. And we know if we do break 11,463 in time, you know, you could definitely see 10,550 and 9,950 again. So we're not out of the woods, though it seems like we're out of the woods, right? I mean, false breakouts occur, and you can't just be all in thinking, oh, okay, the breakout happened a month ago or 3 weeks, almost a month ago, and then for the past 3 weeks we've been back testing the breakout point as support. So just because you're doing that doesn't ensure that the breakout's gonna stay real. The bottom could fall out or the top fall out where we do break back down. That's why I stream every day, so we monitor this stuff to keep you informed. Okay, so we're good for now, but don't get cocky, kid. Daily's trying to paint a bullish and golden candle, I guess. Meh. Big old meh. But like, alright, so let's move on. Let's go to Ethereum, where a lot more price action, certainly. This is what we're talking about. This is the swing trader stuff right here, okay? Where you gain an edge on the market, okay? Even with one scam wick to the downside one more time, you just ended up making even more of a bullish argument at that low, okay? Even more. Didn't invalidate it. Still was a real idea of a potential reversal soon on Ethereum. And you sure got it, didn't you? I mean, above 416, a local high from August 2nd, right? The beginning of the month. So good. You know, I think there's probably a little bit more upside potential. I mean, we could be thinking about a bear shark pattern now. Right? Hasn't that been the idea that we've had, kind of? Where it was a dragon / descending broadening wedge and has now become a shark, and the shark's PCZ minimum is 437, 438. So that's one potential reversal area, and the other one would be up at 113% retrace. And that's okay. Showing a bearish shark and a bull trend's fine, because we know what happens after bearish sharks play out, right? The bullish 5-0 happens, and those are long entries. So, right, two different pattern completions on sharks. It's either the 88% retrace or the 113% retrace. We don't know which one it's going to be. There's absolutely, on the 4 hour on Ethereum right now, there's absolutely no buyer exhaustion. There's no bearish divergence of any shape or form, right? There's no hidden bearish divergence. There's no classic bearish divergence. So that's good. You broke a local high that you needed to break. So you'd think in time, eventually $440. Alex Biggs, oh my god, I'm the China score.
Is that a joint?
Thank you, Alex, man.
Bruh.
It is the 30th best day to join the Patreon. Remember, the billing cycle starts on the 1st. So it's like, anyone who joined late, you have to understand, it's gonna be, like if you auto-renew, it's $100 a month, right? You get grandfathered into that 100. But if you are thinking about joining Patreon, you know, for next month, and you're not a patron now, it's gonna cost $130. So he's just getting in because he's gonna renew next month, and he wants to get, you know, that grandfathered in rate, I guess. So thank you, dude. Really appreciate it. So 886, I mean, isn't that reasonable? A reasonable target for now? Just because that's like the high from August 14th. It's near, I mean, it's like $1 away from it. That's pretty much your target, dude. Okay. So, and we're just talking about the shark though, right? Say it reversed at the 886. Well, then you'd be looking for a 50% retrace on this pattern. And at the 50% retrace, we'd be looking for an edge, right? Like the divergence like we were looking at down here, to take a long. Because bullish or bearish sharks turn into bullish 5-0s. Entries at a 50% retrace from the low point to high point of the structure, and you could be king. All right, Ethereum. So let's show you an example of exactly what I'm talking about here. You know, I could show you 2 examples if you want in this market. Let's go to Tron first. It's to Jesus, man. It's too ridiculous. It's too good, too perfect. All right, Ethereum's literally working on this type of structure right here. So this one was 113% pattern completion zone, shark. Reversed perfectly, too perfectly at it. Sold off, hit a 55% retrace, well, like 5% deeper than the 50%. And what happened at the 50% retrace? I mean, these were plotted when it was happening. Like, okay, these are conservative targets, man. Well, okay, look at Tron. That's a bear shark that turns into a bullish 5-0 in an uptrend. Another great example, look no further than ONT. Is it not here? What the heck, man? I guess I got rid of it. I don't know. It's not like I can't figure it out though. What date was the Tron stuff? I think it was happening at the exact same time. Late June. Late June. Yep. I believe this is it. Is that it? Max G, I haven't checked this goal. Oh my god. Thank you, Max G. Welcome. Please be sure to sing on the Patreon.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
I don't think that's it, man. That's not it. It's like, what am I thinking here? What was that shark pattern? Legit. Am I crazy, dude? No way I'm gonna get here and not find it. That's not a 50% retrace. Well, I got this, dude. Jeez, where is it? Did I never post ONT? Yeah, I did. Hold on. Dude, no way. I had never reposted the... I guess it was because it was hindsight. No way. Wow, I think I'm crazy, man. Chat, it's all over. I've lost my mind. Officially. Do you remember like an unofficial setups, or maybe even I don't know. I guess we're screwed, chat. Well, anyway, so bear sharks happen, right? And then they turn into bullish harmonics, and the whole goal is we're looking for bullish patterns and bullish trends, right? Bearish patterns can turn into entries for longs for us in uptrends, right? Well-sustained uptrends. So this is unbelievable, dude. I can't even find my Tron one. My Tron, like searching for it. There's just too much activity in the Discord now. That's what it is.
Can you check out /use thanks?
Yeah, I guess, dude. We'll look at your S-coin that maybe is a falling wedge or something after a huge run up. Sure. Sure, dude. Dude, I gotta figure this out, man. There's no way. Jesus, I had it, man. I freaking had it. To mid-July. What the? Anyway, I think it's here somewhere, man. I'll figure it out. Maybe someone can help me find it. Because I swear to God, I posted this like in the Discord for patrons and stuff a while back. Whatever, dude. Screw this, man. I'm done with it. Yeah, oh, by the way, look at the Bitcoin chart. Right, the uptrend. You're trying to break that 25% trend line of the equidistant channel now. Right, finally. Look how long it took us. And that engulfing candle yesterday evening is what got us over the goal line. And so now what was once resistance is now upsloping support, right? I mean, this is like you broke it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different candles now. It's support again, right? It was resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different candles of resistance, now 5 different candles of support. Interesting, right? Very interesting. Just another look here. Okay, yeah, OMG's up 14%, man. Yeah, it was like a wedge or something. You know, it was like not really showing too much of an edge. But yeah, it's pumping right now, isn't it? Right? I mean, it wasn't even really a wedge, man. It was just like, you know, there was resistance and it went sideways long enough. And it's just...
Take a look at CGC, please. We stonks.
Sure, we'll look at that. Canopy growth. Thank you for the 420. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, this is... Was it much of anything? Not really, dude. Okay, it was just like a supply line got broken and it went sideways for like a day after breaking out, doing nothing. And it held, right? It held long enough. And now you're getting bids, which is good, man. I mean, I don't care what asset it is so much. I think this is all this price action that's happening today is really good, okay? I mean, because remember what I've been saying, all these runs up we've been having on these cryptos for the past month, 2 months, that doesn't happen in a bear trend. These things, YFY or whatever it is, these things don't pump in bear trends. So it's just, this is helping, you know, the argument that the bull trend, you know, all the bears, scrubs are like, they don't know what they're talking about, are like, oh, we're so bearish right now. It's like, what drug are you on? Look at the chart. Bitcoin's $11,600 still. There's nothing bearish about it. Bitcoin on the daily hasn't seen positive momentum since August 10th, man. You think that's gonna last forever? It's not. And an uptrend. So let's go from that scam wick high, whatever, to the lowest point. To understand our retraces, you haven't even made a 23% retrace on OMG yet, right? You're just common retrace area on this asset, this S coin. $6.80 to $8.03. That's your golden zone. That's like your common retrace area where major reversals to the downside could occur. That's OMG. Okay. Nice pump. Very, very nice pump right now. Yep. This within the past hour or two. I mean, there's nothing else, right? The pattern's kind of nebulous. Like, what pattern is it? I don't really see a pattern. I think it was the scam wick and the price action. It almost was like a buy wall with distribution, but there wasn't. I mean, there weren't many peaks in the distribution, so it was really just kind of a weird one. But I mean, and look, where was it holding on OMG? Nowhere. I mean, like, literally nowhere. Like it's reversing at maybe, you know, we just Fibonacci from the bottom here to the top. Where did it reverse? Right around a 61.8% retrace. So, okay, golden retrace reversal area. Okay, that's cool. So let's see if it can make a common retrace here or not. 680 to 803 common retraces. That's about it, man. All right, cool. Can't even grow. Not much to talk about. It's weed stock and a correction, but so just bouncing. It's in the midst of a range right now. Some people could probably argue it's a broadening bottom pattern too, right? You dumped and then you got two diverging trend lines. I don't know, man. Support resistance. I'm digging it on this one. I think eventually you could see 1846, and if you ever break 1846, 2171, but that's not the, I'm looking at this position, like this is a daily chart for me. This is, this was a bullish Gartley pattern, a beautiful bullish Gartley. Then COVID crashed the whole market. So I really do think, like, if it wasn't for a black swan event, CGC could have already been at its targets. But it became, like, it went to an 88% retrace, tested the high from February 2017 as support at the lowest point of the China virus, and has begun to recover slowly, methodically, not much, right? But eventually, thinking that CGC would see $28.30 to $40. That's your common retrace area from the top of this multi-year structure to the bottom. Okay. That's where I think CGC would eventually go. That's been the same thing, same idea ever since we bottomed, right? 886. It's an unconventional harmonic, you could call it, just because the PCZ was the 786, exactly where it reversed. But again, black swan events can ruin patterns, but it doesn't mean that there wasn't an 88% sale on CGC that market participants didn't want to partake in, because clearly they did participate in the big sale on CG, the 88.6% sale on CGC. As you can see, we've bounced since then. But it's not to say, like, you know, if weed stocks remain in a correction, which they certainly are for now, you could always break that supply, or that, the trading range demand line, or the ice line right here, support. You could break it and try to make a deeper retrace. We could create another harmonic on a higher low than this low. That could always happen, man. So CGC is not where the hype's at. Maybe I think Cron might be the best right now. Talking about, like, opportunity, it already started, man. So remember, this is what we identified: a bullish Gartley pattern, not like zoomed out multi-year. This is like from development from mid-May to now. It hit the pattern completion zone, the 786, 78% retrace from your lowest point to highest point, right? That's what 786 is. And it's begun to reverse. And I love the context of where this pattern is, because it's only coming after a huge, mega, ridiculous correction. That's exactly where we look for harmonics. It's the best historical context to find these patterns. But look, man, look left. It's a bunch of ice line supports from 2018. And it happens to be the bridge between the second valley and the third valley. So there is still the idea that a three rising valleys classic accumulation pattern could still be in development for Kronos Group. And your targets, 720, 814, that's it, man. The thing I didn't like about this was there wasn't really any edge, right? There wasn't like classic bullish divergence at the pattern completion zone, which is what we always look for. But you really got to admire the 78% retrace, confluent pretty much with the 1.414 fib extension from B to C. All right, when you see confluence in the harmonics, that makes them even stronger. The 1414, the 786 are beautiful. That was the legendary Bitcoin Gartley when they were confluent like that. Okay. We cool. We've been going right out the gate pretty hard, pretty fast. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you have had a replenishing, rejuvenating, restorative weekend. So you are quite prepared for the coming week. I think we've got job reports coming out, and we're gonna see how the stock market responds to an absolutely gangbuster week last week. I can check your retirements chat. It's crazy. All right, speaking of the stock market, we just looked at a couple stocks. Let's look at futures that are open 29 minutes ago when I went live. So look in the bottom right of your screen immediately, so you see it, 11,790 current futures price on Bitcoin. But look at this gap where futures closed. It looks like on Friday afternoon, 11,603. Okay, we've got a gap here on the scrub chart, 5-minute chart. No one cares. But look, stocks, top left of your screen, S&P 500. Small gap. It's already up 0.23% on the new week. Dow Jones Industrial Futures 0.31% up on the new week, on the new day. NASDAQ, top right of your screen, up 0.15%. So lots of opportunity on the stock market, where tech could just keep pumping. We know that. But what I really think could be coming in time is, I think the composite man is there. He's there on financials. He's there on airline companies, cruise companies. He's there on restaurants. I say banks. He's there on bank. He's there on all these different assets that look very similar to Cron right now, where they have been just immensely beaten down. They're not even near their all-time highs, but they've been showing levels of accumulation for the past 6 months. All right, I think what's going to happen in tech, that money, that finite amount of money on the stock market is going to rotate into those trade setups where there is value, perceived value, because we're talking not only are very significant harmonic patterns developing on these assets, they're doing it only after making 8,800% retraces. And we're talking, you go back on a lot of them, they're going 90% retraces a decade ago, right? So like, for instance, what was it? We can look at Capital One Finance. This is a decent. I mean, like, this is one that's too late for you because it's just now hit a target for the second time, and it's looking to be moving on to the next targets of the trade. $75, $85. You had to be a patron in July or June to get in on this one. If you're an August patron, sorry, the party has been going for months here. Okay, ever since the bottom of the stock market, opportunities for traders has been wonderful, immense. Okay. So, like, what are you talking about? These harmonics are developing after you look left deep enough and you go back to 2009, 2010. I don't know, this one's actually not a great example. It's okay of an example, but there are ones that have retraced much deeper. That could just be testament to Capital One, how good it is. See, this one only retraced 61.8% of the way. So that's like a 61.8% sale, 65% sale on Capital One Finance since the global financial crisis. So people said, hey, 65% sale, that's good enough for me. I'll take some Capital One. And so after that major reversal, a bullish harmonic developed. And there you go, man. Let's keep it up. See you up. You have JP Morgan through Rising Valleys, okay, Cake, my God. There are a lot of there's a lot of value and opportunity. And I think it's just the composite man acquiring his position quietly, but we're able to identify it and read up on it, and that's like why I do charts only in the Patreon, so we make sure, like, hey, you're up to date, like that's actually happening on a bunch of these different assets. Whoa. Maybe, positioning yourself, because, like, I've got a bunch of these positions and it's like they're doing well, but they're not exploding yet. That's okay. The tech positions are still just going nuts, man. What was it? Yeah, dude, just look at this, man. This is what I'm talking about. It's not just here in financials. Look at just a restaurant, Cake. It was a beautiful textbook, 3 rising valleys. I mean, to Jesus, dude. You just broke out of this colossal size pattern on Friday. You broke it with confirmation. Look, it's where you closed, $30.78. But, like, this was identified back in mid-July, late July. So there were much better entry points for this asset than there are now. This thing was up 8.34% on Friday. And if the pattern actually is going to play out 100% of the way, 46.55. I think there's support resistance that you're going to have to deal with on the way there. But yeah, like 38.97 is a big target. Yeah, so you have that, and then the 100% measure move lines up with some near overhead resistance. You know what I'm saying. This is beautiful. I mean, this is what dreams are made of. If you're paying attention, or if you know how to, and joining the Patreon, you can learn how to identify all this stuff. I mean, you don't have to join the Patreon, but you know, if you want to be educated and you want to learn in an environment where there's a bunch of people that are all like-minded, you know, that's how you do it, man. So the live chat conversations riveting right now. Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. So let's move back since no one cares about stocks here. Zcash broke out of the falling wedge. Double bottom, triple bottomed. I mean, it legit triple bottomed. It pulled a target, man. TGT. And this is nice. You're not out of the woods though for the trader. There's, you know, it's great you're in the profit here, but still a ways to go. But good. I mean, this is great, man. It's like, you know, you just it's like even better, where you've got a falling wedge turns into a freaking double bottom, or it's still a potential double bottom, triple bottom, right? The neckline of that structure is like $85. Hey, Dave McCoy, man.
Bruh.
Thank you, dude, for supporting the stream. The canvas print purchase. That's a top seller for good reason. Educational and extremely aesthetically pleasing for your office. Cheat sheet. And I've got word from above, from Wayne Batson, that he's working on I think it's the chart patterns version of that would go next to. So you say you purchase that one, you like it. Well, he's going to be coming out with another one with a bunch of different, like, you know, ascending triangles, symmetrical triangles, falling wedges, broadening tops. You know, he's going to have that. That's going to be the next one we unveil or we release. So just letting you know, I got updated for the first time about that yesterday. So letting you know. And then after that, we'll eventually be working on another one, and that's going to be like the Japanese candlestick patterns, like single, like, you know, like double, like, hey, a bullish engulfing, a bearish harami, rising three methods, right? We're going to make it happen. It's going to be 3, where you have, it's the trilogy of the education cheat sheets, whatever. Okay, so Zcash waiting on 86.72, waiting on $90, waiting on $110, pretty much targets. So, what more could you ask for? You know, like this is where you know, big runs up, and then you have pretty moderate retraces. The moderate retraces are downsloping, converging price action. That's what happens, and I really love how $74 to $76 was plotted. We knew how important it is, and we were able to hold. Our prices were able to get back above it, and hopefully you can stay above it. You stay above this long enough, it's going to be much, much higher prices.
You just need to watch the stream every day and still make some great profits.
Sure, yeah, you can leech for sure. You can literally watch the stream, never contribute anything. You could dislike the stream too. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can do to not support the stream and to get things for free. And that's cool. That's okay. Most people do that, and that's understandable. But, I mean, that's like how it started. It's like, this is all for free. But there are ways, like, there are just so many things you're not going to be able to get just watching the stream. Like, so, like, I mean, right here, you're looking at this, and it's like you're new, and it's like, how do you even size this up? You can't on your own. But you can ask questions in the Patreon, and there's like 100 plus people that are willing to help you, you know, so. But yeah, I mean, there are like a few people that literally every stream, like, it's so weird. It's like, I own them, I guess, right? Where like 30 minutes for the stream, and then people will dislike the stream, and the stream hadn't even started. And it's like, they're subbed to me, they watch me, they you know they respect the way I chart, but they hate me. And it's like, really weird. They don't go to someone they like to watch, right? For charts. They come here to someone they hate. Okay. So another decent start. You know what I'm talking about. Maker. Very, very good. The double bottom stuff. After a very, very deep retrace, right? That big move up, you sell off, and then you start showing higher low, quiet higher lows, and it's like you got a bonus low here off that 200 moving average. It was really the selling point for me on why I wanted to take a chance here. And, you know, again, good start, but very far away from where we need to be. You know, that's okay. It doesn't, I mean, swing trading is not, it hits target on the same day, the day after posting it, or 2 days after posting it, you know, like, it takes time. Patience. Swing trading is a patient man's game. Just reading. I mean, I haven't read chat all day, so I mean, we've just been going, man. I don't know. I'm trying to provide you with the value that you seek. Before I'm able to do the other stuff, right? Oh, my watermark not on. Yeah, there we go. Jeez, something was off. That's right. Yeah, we got commodity markets up too, or work. You know, they're open now. Well, there you go, man. Right? It was the whole coin flip stuff on gold, where it was reasonable for both arguments for downside upside. If you broke this support, you were screwed. If you held the support, you could be Kangs, and it held support. Oh my God, is it the Bulkowski bump right here? Are you kidding me? Higher lows, holding the 200 moving average, holding 1920. That's the most important thing. The spring, and it looks like maybe the back test, the spring, we're going, man. First target on gold's 2014. Second target, 2066. That's it, man. All right, if you plot here, you can clearly see that gold has broken a supply line. The supply line been broken. So again.
Hi Mitch, great to see you. Have you looked at Under Armour, UA, in a while? Possible bullish bat? Do you see any entry edge? Kings.
We'll look at it. Thank you, dude. 690. Thank you, Cheddar. Yeah, we'll look at it next. So, one target, 2013. And we're just talking about the peaks, man. The different peaks. 2071. Alright, that's where gold, you would think if this holds long enough, I mean, it definitely looks like you sprung and you back tested it. It's like a higher low double bottom too. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It could be a colossal pump to these levels, and fundamentally you'd think, why would it not? What, did something change, chat? Did the money printer stop going burr and monetary policy get less insane and aggressive? Nope. 2 trillion more dollars gonna be, you know, created out of thin air. Federal Reserve. By the end of 2020, that's like known, that's a thing. So like, why fundamentally would this go into some mega correction? Just, I mean, like, only is technicals, and the fundamentals are so strong for gold. What's going on? And same with Bitcoin and crypto. Like, really, dude. Skyward, man, let's go. Freaking Ethereum.
Is that a joint?
Probably can't because stockholders, right?
I mean,
Skyward One tipped $211.34, thanking the Lord today for introducing me to Mitch in this community. I went fishing today and caught a big one. I could not have done it without you teaching. If you're serious about the Patreon, now is the time to get in. 0.500000000 ETH.
Dang, dude, Scour, thanks for the one half of an Ethereum. I feel like I'm playing Legends of the Hidden Temple here. Ooh, one half of Ethereum, man. Thank you, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, you've been around a long time, and I'm glad it's paying off, right? I mean, that's the whole point. That's why you watch the stream, and why you join the Discord. You don't have to join the Patreon. Just being in the Discord community has its own value. Like, that's where you get to be, like, when there's a pump, man. Like, it's just really, like, I know for a fact, the people, all you watching right now, 99% of the peers that you interact with in real life, not on this computer, don't care about what we're looking at right now. They don't care, and they never will. And that's okay. But that's like why the Discord community exists. That's why I stream every day, because it's more fun making gains together than it is making gains by yourself, where you have no one to talk to about this stuff. Okay? So, thanks for being a part of it, Skyward, dude. Hype in the chat, dude.
Hype in the chat!
Holy crap. Thanks, dude. Oh, so unupdated chart on silver. It looks like, I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, it was like I went 1 and 2 here, and it really was disregarded. So I guess if you adjust, it pulled a gold, right? It already look at man, it's a lot of freaking price action. That's the Jerome Powell candle, Jackson Hole Symposium. He spoke. You could see this scar across every chart on the market, on any market, dude. So since then, look, man, you broke out and you're going $28. I mean, come on, your first target, $28.44, but you know where silver's going. It's going up to $29.45 after it breaks that. So it was good, and it's almost like too ugly to say head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. Be like RoboCop, inverse head and shoulders. But yeah, pumping, man, as it should be, right? As it should. The US dollar should get torched more. Let them pump, man. The losers are those people who are sitting in cash. Cash. What's up, man? Right here. Here you go, dude. 92.55. A critical support resistance area has been broken on Friday and even back tested. When it was once support is now resistance. And heck, man, now we're like breaking the 1272 Vib extension regarding it as resistance now. So not good on the US dollar, the DXY, US dollar currency index. So the further this falls, the better for Bitcoin, gold, silver, equities, really. All right, you got this one scrub valley, which I don't think is much of a support at all, because that was price action correlation to the manufactured support from August of 2017. All right, all you did was, again, correlate your price action to it, and you just broke back above it and kept going. So not much of a support there. So that's probably not going to hold. US dollar doesn't hit. If that doesn't hold, then you got a scrub support down at 91.75 would be your next target. It's good news, again, for Bitcoin, silver, gold, and probably equities if this breaks, if this 92.25 or whatever doesn't hold, okay? Yep, multiple people asking about Under Armour. Yep. Interesting. I mean, it was looking good before. Man, it just can't break this, but here you go, man. I mean, what is it really? It's just the local lows are becoming higher than the previous local lows. It's almost like descending triangle, like a buy wall right here at 875 with distribution. But the buy wall there is that local low. These two local lows are higher than the previous ones before it. So yeah, it just looks like there's some classic classic accumulation going on. And the neckline of all this is at like 1017 to 1043. We know that's a mega area. So yeah, it does look like you had some classic bullish divergence recently from a low to the slightly lower low, about the same. Higher levels on the on the MACD. Didn't catch many bids. So you'd think that if the higher lows keep happening, eventually you'll test 1017, 1043 again, you break it, 1383 eventually. Man, it's like historical context. Look what 1043, 1017 is. It's a low from 2017, and we know above that isn't too much, or you could see a huge markup in price on Under Armour if it can ever break it. So to me, it's just like, it was a potential double bottom the way we looked at it, and it was great because we got like an entry down here, and it ran up, and like that was a profit-taking level. Because we were talking about what we love about double bottoms, getting an entry at the bottom with divergence, crazy divergence, is if the trade fails, which it did here, you take profit at that confirmation line, neckline. Sells off, all right, you took some profit, could still be in this on like with a lower position size, and it's still just making the higher lows. And if you catch enough bids, then we'll test in 17, 1043 again. You break that, could be kings, 1383, 100% measure move of the structure.
Grateful to be on this journey with everyone here. Can I get a hype in the chat?
Hype in the chat!
Scuba Steve, aka Ocean Man. Thanks for the 1669 Irwin Coffee contribution, dude. Yeah, man, that's his specialty. Tip him out. So if he like tips, he can advertise. But Scuba Steve advertised for him right there, which is cool. Thank you, man. And I'm drinking Irwin Coffee Ethiopian right now. It's good, dude. I mean, that's legit my fuel. 11,658 on Bitcoin. 1 hour and 9 minutes till your weekly candle close. We're climbing just a little bit. Not crazy here. Not crazy. So Cheddar, you get me? What I'm saying? I don't really see so much of a structure. Now, I mean, look, we could... I don't even think you can. It's too deep of a retrace here to be an XABCD. So maybe the divergence here, keep making higher lows. Macro stays good, stays well. This could be a decent entry for a long. And I think some profit taking 1015 to 1040 would be prudent. I mean, it's possible. Again, this is just another one of those that I was talking about early in the stream, where the composite man's doing his thing, quietly accumulating his position while tech goes nuts and everyone's just talking about tech and Tesla and Apple and Nvidia. No one cares about Under Armour. No one cares about Cheesecake Factory. No one cares about freaking American Airlines or Capital One or Wells Fargo. They don't care. Too much FOMO going on in the other sectors. But I'm telling you, the rude awakening will happen. Those institutions that have pumped this price the tech prices that high, they're going to rotate into assets like this, and the continuation of that uptrend is going to occur, and that's going to help the Dow Jones. Dow Jones is at an 88% retrace. That's how Dow Jones is going to get to all-time highs, when market rotation occurs and pumps all these assets. Okay. Anyway, that's the idea we've been having. I mean, it's pretty clear, right? So, I mean, really, really simple, right? Like a joke. Simple on how to size up Under Armour. Isn't it really easy? Look, man, I mean, it's so simple. So the problem is, where you think the best profit taking level, 1017, it's not equitable, 2.44. But if you go with that 2017 low to 1043, that's equitable. That's 3-to-1 reward to risk, right? Entry now, stop loss would just be below the confirmation low. Why the F would you want anything to do with Under Armour if it creates a confirmation second double bottom low and then fails and falls to the downside? You don't want, it's like you're done. What you're doing is you're banking on this confirmation low, knowing what it is, means the bottom's in. The second one is the bottom's in, it's time to run now. So that's just a very, very simple way to size up Under Armour right now at this current time, okay? This happened only after consecutive higher lows before, right? So that's what makes this good. So thanks for the request. We'll see what happens, man. Let's see if it plays out.
Noise!
They shot my dog. I got wrecked in crypto. But I joined the Patreon, now I am learning to trade smart. Smash the likes and join Patreon, see you there. What's Snug look like?
Dang, John Candlewit. You're a newer patron too. Thank you, man, for the advocacy via the contribution, the Neo contribution, which is killing it. Or it's pulled back some now today, but thank you, man. Jaina, isn't that like a levered? Yeah, I don't really look at levered ETNs or ETFs because there's decay on them. Someone give me the underlying asset. What's up, Crude Fish? Thank you for the merch perch. Says good stuff, brother. Keep it up or something. Thank you, man, for supporting the stream. Keep the education coming. Yes, sir. So what is the underlying asset that the gold miners follows? Someone let me know that and I'll look at that, because again, looking at something that's like this, 2-time levered bullish ETN decay, right? You're always going to be making lower highs, lower lows, even after the pumps, dude. Yeah, great, those pumps happen, but this, anytime you're talking about levered ETFs, ETNs, they're day trader tools. Day trader tools. Hold on a sec, I need to do something. Bueller. Very, very interesting, dude. I like this. I'm actually digging this a lot, man. I'm gonna look at it like this. So what was the ticker again, dude? Almost done, sorry. GDX, right? Okay, GDXJ. Please don't do what it does all the time. Nice, it didn't do it. It's doing a Patreon trade setup right now, almost done. GDXJ. Aha, aha. So moons pulled back. 4 hour, maybe double bottom. Yep, double bottom-esque stuff. Look, 1 bottom, 2 bottoms, bullish divergence. I mean, on the oscillators, on the second bottom, right? 1 bottom, 2 bottoms. That's what dreams are made of. I mean, for the swing trader anyway, this is perfect. A low on price, the exact same low with higher levels of relative strength. The edge we seek. So, you know, one's going to use a levered, you could call it a dragon too. You got the down slipping resistance. It looks like you're right at, or you're breaking, you're about to. So which way you want to look at it, man? You can look at it like this, because if that's the case, you haven't broken out, but you're about to. This looks like, it reminds me of Lin to BTC. My God, right? Your first target, 65.85 here. And after that, same way it size up Lin from the high to low. Your next target is 68.79. The first target's here. Second target, 1272, and then your third target could be, 1618. Why not? Gold mean ratio, 72.50. All right, so that's a way to size up an asset that might be double bottoming after a decent run. Okay, you got to break the supply line, which you're at. You haven't broken it, so maybe set up your alerts. See what happens. Dragon double bottom, both bullish. Okay. Oops. There we go. GDXJ. Oh yeah, local only 8 small. Not late, right on time. Local only 8, I'm gonna go, man.
Bruh.
Yeah, Matthew. Hope you are too, man. Thanks for the 1,076 people tuned in. I guess if you're enjoying the live stream at all, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. We just hit 33,700 subs as of yesterday. So I really appreciate that. The road to 34K is still here. Sub count, sub growth literally died. And that's okay. It happens. Ebbs and flows of what I did. But at the same time, if you understand, like, there's opportunities out there across all markets. And the opportunity presented itself to us a little bit in the altcoin market, and trying to take advantage of it somewhat. Tool was the you give me John Candlewick, hopefully that sufficed. This is the underlying asset that you're playing the leverage with, so it seems like there's upside on it. But again, holding a day trader's tool, there's decay every day on that asset that you're trying to buy. So be mindful of that and eat away at your gains.
Hey Mitch, could you take a look at Dota's perp on Binance Futures? How's it looking in the short to medium term? Much thanks in advance.
My goodness. Dot futures. Wow. Lower high, double top for now. Alright, but it's just like, it's the same chart we looked at yesterday. It's in a little uptrend. Right now it's breaking it, right? It's breaking that demand line. It has broken it at this point. But yeah, it's like one top, two tops. Well, we can't confirm it. This would be the neckline of a double top, but if you're just trying to size up a Bulkowski pattern, it's not the only way you could look at this chart. This is just one way to look at it, potentially. Because, come on, it's DOT, dude. It's not Walmart. Right. It's not Amazon. It doesn't make hundreds of millions or hundreds of billions a year, right? Or trillions. No, it's DOT. So, and it's a derivative. So, I don't know. If it ever broke 520, look out below. You could have a nasty fall. There's no support on this asset until 446, right? You got the confirmation line of 525 and then 446. That's all the data we have on this chart. It's not a triangle yet because you don't even know. This is not a swing low at all. You're just going sideways. It's a good dump. So until you actually pivot and start running again, you can't say it's a triangle. But yeah, there's definitely a supply line, a confirmed supply line right here. And you got to break that at some point. If you break it, okay, then business goes back to the bulls running it up, and then you pump, and if it does break that, then you go high point to your low point to get targets. Your first target, if it does break the supply lines, the top 683, you got to break that. If you break that, 726, and then maybe eventually 782. So I have no idea what this is gonna do, and good luck to you if you want to trade this. This is have fun, man. Have a lot of fun. I don't have to look, dude. I have the freedom to look at any chart I want across any market I want to take a position. I'm not gonna just stare at DOT because it's had a crazy run and is making a lower high. So great, dude. Have fun with your neutral stuff. No edge. Flip a coin. You might have your answer. Thank you, Panda, for the 1337. Anyway, wow, GDXJ. Very interesting. Gotta wonder if it's gonna play out. Let me try to find those. It was so similar. Of course, it doesn't mean anything. Every situation on any market is unique, so it doesn't really matter. But it's just fun to look back like, dang, dude, I remember this. I remember looking at this chart somewhere else. on another market completely. If I could ever find it, I don't know, man. Nah, it's not really that similar. Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, for some reason my brain thought that this was similar. It's not. I mean, they're just different. So, forgive me. So it's top of the hour. Back to Bitcoin, near its highest high of the day. Look at the 200 moving average. Respect you're getting there. So it's not just the 200 moving average, it's the equidistant channels trend line, right? I mean, that's what's crazy about this exact same, I don't know, it's like, you see the 200 moving average, and then you look at this chart, right? And you see that it is not just a 200, it's also the equidistant trend line. It was once resistance, is now acting as support. And if you hold this long enough, you'd think that the equilibrium level, or the heart line of this channel, could be achieved around $12,000. Doesn't seem that crazy if the trend is still bullish. Jumping across the creek much, man? Yeah? Yeah, we looked at metals. Gold and silver. Thanks for the follows on Twitter too. Decent amount of y'all doing that, so thank you. Trying to grow on Twitter, but you know how it is. So what y'all think, man? Y'all think this channel is gonna do well? Hold the scam wick low? And it's broken this 25% trend line. You think it's gonna hit the hard line? Y'all think 12K? That would make sense for the Weekend Warrior trade setup, right? Let's go.
Can we take a look at CL1? Daily looks primed for a breakout upwards. MACD seller exhaustion.
Crude. Looks prime for a break the upside, huh? I don't look at crude futures too much. I do look at US oil. Hey, great news. I mean, about crude futures, where it is extremely important. Just want you to see this real quick. CL. Ice line from 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. Well, guess what's happened? You're now above that ice line. Now, okay, you got like a rising wedge. It could be an upsloping flag. I mean, high and tight, whatever the F it is. High and tight, man. These fibs don't matter. These are old fibs. So I don't know, man. You're forming this. If it does hold above 42, 44 long enough, $50 seems extremely likely. I mean, that's the next area. But to say there's an edge right now, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, this has been insane. It's only been going up, right? It's like every day since it found its bottom, it's been going up. I mean, very few days where it's actually down. So really tough on an asset that does that to be like, oh yeah, there's an edge right now. I like how we've broken the ice line and now we're holding it as support when it should have been resistance. It was resistance, right? In July. It was resistance, August 5th. Now support. Hold this long enough. Target's gonna be like $47, just the upsloping structure I guess we built. But eventually $50. Seems very possible. But now, you know, I'm saying that now, but if we break below 42, 44, that's a different story, man. You could see $39. You don't hold that. So it's all about, like, if it holds, $50. If it doesn't hold, $39, right? There's no edge on this asset at this current time for a trade setup per se, right? Even though it does look very good if we're talking Wyckoff stuff, right? The ice line holds holding springs and back tests of springs type stuff. Yeah, it was good. Interesting chart on crude futures. Breaking critical resistance. But it's been rolling, man. For a long time. Since the bottom. Yeah, Wolfman, it's going to be very interesting. I never say it's going to be good because I have no idea. Like, the best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. So I'll never jinx a week to come by saying it's going to be a good one because it's always going to be interesting.
Hey Mitch, thanks again for all you do. Could you please take a look at 2U equity daily and weekly?
Uh-oh, 2U. How did we have this one? Was it log? No? Not sure. So this is the way I had it. I haven't looked at this in so long. But dang, dude, if there wasn't a freaking diamond pattern, Jesus diamond pattern on 2U, you can tell it's been a long time because I don't plot like this anymore with my I use like the curve tool. So anyway, I guess what I was thinking was when I was looking at it, it was like 1 and 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top, and that was it. Not regarding 1 and 2 here, which probably would be adequate, but it's probably not even applicable anymore. But you clearly broke out and back tested the breakout for a while, didn't you? The way I had it plotted before you went again. But man, that's the textbook Jesus example of a diamond. Pretty good anyway. So what's nice about 2U right now? Well, what's good about Bitcoin is it's 11,674, nearing its highs of the day. I'd say that it's already at highs. Now it hit 11,686 about 5 to 8 hours ago. So not quite. We're almost there. Almost there on Bitcoin. What's so good about 2U is this ice line from history. You're breaking it and you've closed above it. It's great. So you're double bottoming potentially, definitely on the 4 hour. Oh man, we're gonna have to go back to Bitcoin for a second. I'm gonna leave Bitcoin up for while I finish charting this. We'll go get a little price action, man. Let's go, dude. So yeah, there was an edge, it seems like, on 2U on the 4 hour. Yeah, I knew it, man. You see a double bottom, probably got divergence. You had it on the RSI. It was too powerful on the MACD to even have divergence, if that makes sense. So I think this could go much, much higher because of historical context. Sorry, man. I mean, we got Bitcoin pumping right now. We got Bitcoin futures climbing. But I'm going to have it all charted out for you. Where I think the targets for this asset on this very historical break, I mean, you can consider it a breakout on 2U. It's pretty simple, isn't it? It's like, duh. How we size up almost anything that does stuff like this. Yeah, and that's the whole point. Alright, 11,690 on Bitcoin. Finally showing some life for the first time since yesterday evening when it, I mean, dude, I'm talking, it was like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock Central, or say 10 o'clock Eastern, and this pump happened, and nothing's happened since then. Just pure sideways. I'm sorry. Pure sideways action since that impulse came. I was looking at the wrong chart. So yeah, dude, I mean, you got to eventually break 11,800. That's your previous high, and that's gonna give some confirmation that the short-term downtrend's over, and the overall the long-term, midterm uptrend could continue. So the short-term downtrend still in play until you break your previous local high. That's not happened yet, but we know anything above 11,463 is Rudy Poo until 11,981. Like these reversals here, they were reversing just lack of demand. It wasn't because there were actual resistances here. They just dump, man. It happens sometimes. So we know this the most discernible support resistance: 11,463, 11,981, 12,300. Okay. Below 11,463, 11,100, 10,952. So yeah, you just don't want to have a major reversal before we make a higher high than the previous local high. All right. So here it is, 2U set up for you from your high to your low, where you've made a one bottom, maybe a confirmation low bottom, right? Bullish divergence played out. But the news is, what's so good about this, $39 to $39.80, whatever. If you're looking at this and you're not zoomed out, you have no idea what's going on, but we do. So it's like you've broken that such a critical area, meaning like your target 43.24, 44.72, and eventually 48.06 if it can stay above $39 to $39.79 or whatever. Or you fall back below it, all bets are off. It could just keep dumping, but you stay above this long enough, yeah, promised land could be upon you on 2U. All right. Thanks for the contribution, dude. 11,692. We did just hit highs of the day. Let's go, Bitcoin.
Hype in the chat!
44 minutes, chat. Ethereum Classic's dumping. No one cares. It should dump. I mean, but the thing is, what's so intriguing about Ethereum Classic is, yeah, fundamentals, whatever, terrible, but technically very interesting. Like on the chart.
Rough week here. Was in hospital for 2 days. This is the first time since Thursday I've been able to look at a computer screen. It's good to see my positions I entered an hour before having vertigo turn me into a pool of spinning could have worked out. Good to see you.
Dang, Nefarious, man.
Is that a joint?
Sorry to hear about your health ailments, IRL. I hope you get better, man. I think all of us do. Thank you for being here, and hopefully I'm able to, play a small role in helping you recover or, feel better or whatever it may be. Whatever the reason is for you watching the stream. Hopefully I'm doing that today. Thanks, man. So Bitcoin just eclipsed 11,700 as Nefarious tipped. First time above 11,700 since August 24th, man. Very short-lived time in the 11.7s, 11.8s when we got up there, right, last time. So what are you talking about, man? 11,981 eventually if the short-term bear trend is over. Short-term, right? You can have long-term uptrends. And within long-term uptrends, you can have long or mid-term uptrends, and within the mid-term uptrend, you can have short-term downtrends. Gonna go and get him the channel school. Cryptico, man.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Thank you for joining the Patreon. Welcome. 30th best day to join the Patreon. 30th of the 31st best day to join. Remember, if you're a patron currently and you want to make sure that you pay $100 a month, right? $100 next month and not $130, you must let it auto renew. You cannot leave the Patreon and try to come back just because you were a patron. It's Patreon. It's how they have it set up. We have nothing to do with it. We can't help that. So like if you're a current patron and you want that $100 grandfathered in rate for next month, you just gotta stay a patron and it will auto renew for you, okay? That's really unfortunate, dude, because like there were a few people that left. They missed out on all the trade setups posted yesterday or 2 days ago, yesterday and today, which sucks for them. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's the cycle. It's like we get a bunch of good trade setups that play out at the beginning of the month, and the middle of the month, the market starts correcting. There's some potential good setups that get killed by Bitcoin, and then towards the end of the month, we start getting some new nice opportunities. And not to mention the whole month, we got great stock opportunities, stock trades, right? And then people will be like, I guess this just sucks, man. And then they leave and it's like, wow, you just missed out. You just did it completely wrong, dude. Shoot up, spit out by crypto market. Good to see the positivity in the live chat for Nefarious. Yeah. Wishing you a good recovery, man. Or just like whatever your ailment is, hopefully it subsides forever, and that's it, dude. Look at the ZigZ having the chat. Let's go.
Is that a joint?
Bruh. Bruh.
Thank you, Zeke. It's not Zeke the plumber, is it? Cheers, dude. And sorry, Matthew D, you got wrecked and drowned out by the Jesus chimes. Or the Ultra Jesus chimes. Please look at YFO, man. Kappa. Well, thanks for the Kappa. Thanks for the Ethereum Classic. I'll get it in 3 years. You're just offloading your position. I get it. And I get to deal with it. Just kidding, man. And what a day. What a day for ALTCOINS. What a day it's turning into, potentially, for Bitcoin, with only 40 minutes to go until your weekly candle closes. It happens once per week, and it happens at the same time, and that's in 40 minutes. Let's go to Ethereum. On the trade setup, the target, yes sir, first target was achieved. That's right, $430 was the first target. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. I don't know, man. 429.50. That's wrong. Technically, it hasn't hit the first target, right? Yeah, dude, you wrong, Condescenders. We off by like 70 cents. $430.18 was the first target. Corrected in a positive way. I hope it hits. Right, but I mean, I hope it hits 113%. I hope like we get the 113% retrace of the shark and it sells off 50%. We get bullish divergence. Man, that would be legendary. That would be so good if we could get that. The bullish 5-0. Be awesome. Why does Ethereum take so long to withdraw? I don't know. I think there are a lot of people in this community that could tell you why it takes forever. All right, someone want to chat? Y'all want to go into kind of the gas fees on Ethereum and what's going on with that, the hash rate? I mean, that's like not my pay grade. That's not my world. My world's charts, right? You name a market, we could chart it, right? But when it comes to some of the technology stuff, I am a little limited. And I know it's like Bitcoin Live, so. And money, that's literally wrong. So, nice opinion though. See, I decide having the chat is cool.
Is that a joint?
Sorry, if you have a stop loss, you can't get wrecked, dude.
Bruh.
Dude, 0.14 Ethereum gas fee to sell yesterday? How does that even possible? Cryptico? Yeah, I thought that was maybe you, dude. Thank you. Hey, y'all want to know who does this? Who made this? Like 2 years ago, it was Cryptico who just joined Patreon, who just posted, said something. Can't be had in Korea, dude. Hold on a sec. Skyward, don't be zealous, man. Overzealous. So I don't know. Not many people have been talking about the gas fees and stuff.
Here, take some.
Well, thank you, Matthew D.
0.5183649 etc.
Thank you for the snail mail contribution, dude. Ethereum Classic. If you don't know about Ethereum Classic, so I probably has something to do with it, but people who've been tipping me in Ethereum Classic, it's taken like 2 weeks to confirm the transaction. I've never even heard of that in crypto. I've never seen that before. It's the only asset that I've ever seen do it. So it probably has happened before, but it's just weird. You hope I'm right on this arrow down. It's not about me being right here. This was an educational like sermon that I was giving. This has nothing to do with where it's going, what it's going to do. I have no idea what it's going to do, but I'm just telling you that a bearish shark is in development where if it reversed, we'd be looking for an opportunity for a long at this area because we know it's a bullish 5-0. All right, that's all we're doing is looking for opportunity, right? Stop loss, take profit, entries, right? I mean, that's what we're doing. Risk management, position sizing, all of it's very important. You must have it.
What up, LA?
So, Mr. Damon, dude,
What is up,
speak of
crypto fam of old
the Jesus,
news?
man.
Just watching thanks Drake's song. I will return again and miss you all. No FOMO, Jesus people. Elray, keep up the good work, my old friend, and I love you, brother. And as always, do not get trapped.
Love you too, Mr. Damon, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. Dude, people forgot that you were the one that gave me the chair. I had to inform some people in the Patreon chat last night. So, yeah, that's him. I mean, if you're out there and you didn't know who we were talking about, it's Mr. Damon. Herman Miller, sitting in it right now, the Aeron. Best chair on earth, dude. Pretty much. Herman Miller, Aeron. Highly recommend. Not cheap, though. So, but if you work from home, easy tax write-off. Easiest tax write-off of your entire life. Okay? And dude, I'm telling you, man, it's like you just don't want, and Mr. Damon kind of helped me understand that or see that. It's like, dude, you just don't skimp on your back, on your health, right? Crypto Soldier's got the same chair. There you go, dude. Ethereum's killing it. Yep, Ethereum's doing quite well. Yeah, Ethereum's great, man. Friggin' very pleased with Ethereum performance. Up 7.71%. Litecoin's up 10.2%. We have not looked at that today. We're going to look at it right now. And look at that. Just as a harmonic appears, just as a falling wedge appears, you had price action below it too. The divergence was there. And look at what is manifested from the wedge Gartley combo. The higher low than the previous low, XABCD. 63.28. You break 63.28, easily go into 68.50. No problem, man. Remember, 63.28 is not a joke. You have to look left to see it. It's a major potential reversal area from January and March of this year. It's also a reversal point from October of 2019. It's also a reversal point from August of 2019. You get it, right? This is an extremely critical area. Extremely critical area. Breaking it. Really breaking it. Not Rudy Poo crap out where you break it for a minute and you dump like you've done before in the past. And as we have done the past 2 times we tried to break, we failed. If you break this for real, you got a real good chance of like $79. The weekly is all you need, man. The weekly. Oh, let me add that. This is it, dude. Not balking on Litecoin. Buying in the 40s, holding it, waiting for $85, waiting for $99. No problem, man. Everything's the same here, dude. And it could go just because of the context here. That's without the second bottom. I mean, the first bottom, whatever. This is like a huge monthly double bottom. We're go extremely higher. Look at the monthly, dude. This is stupid, dude. You get this? Look at last month, bullish engulfing candle. It's just begun. Look at the volume involved this month. You get it, right? The confirmation line of potential double bottom is $146 in time. And then like the candle high close area is like 122. Crazy. Just crazy. Falcon 9 landed successfully. Well, that's great, man. Or we get to say,
That's pretty neat.
yeah, Dash doing stuff. Okay, I get you. Oh, Bradford, is our Discord link broken? Or are we out of invites or something? Y'all try that out. Remember, join the Discord. I'm posting it right now. 7,600 plus members. Extremely active. One of the most active ones out there. So join us, man. Educational resources tab is where you should go when you get there. And that'll point you in the direction of like what books to get, you know. Just think, like, It's a little bit of guidance in this very, very information-rich world. Too much information out there, right? Well, Matthew D, we'll talk about it in 7 days, man. How about that? So I know, like, Bradford's out right now. He's traveling back to Cali he had a Vegas trip this week with his wife. So once he gets back, like, if, you know, for new patrons that have issues, I know, like, you join the Discord, right? And then you will go to right in the Discord, there's like getting started, FAQ, and there's always sign up for Patreon, right? If you're a new patron and you need to get synced up to the Patreon with or the Discord to your Patreon, that's where you start it. And if you can't figure it out by then, hopefully Brad will be back and easily be able to help you along. Okay. All right, man. Litecoin on the monthly. Who cares, man? We care. We've cared. A lot of people just haven't been here while we cared. Fantastic. Just see another Gartley play out, man. The Gartley, right? Capital One Finance, American Airlines, Litecoin. What was it? Almost Bitcoin Cash. Same. Look at this, man. Bitcoin Cash. It was close, man. But look, 78% retrace, 61.8%. I mean, this was what made it a little off. I mean, it was like almost too perfect, but it was a slightly lower high on C. But like, you know, you just see a 1272 lines of 786, and you're reversing. There wasn't really much of an edge down here, so it makes it not as good. And we're using Scamway, but it's just keeping an open mind that is pretty awesome right there on Bitcoin Cash.
Love the content and TA approach. Keep it coming. So much value in your streams. Glad I found your channel. 0.036000000 BCH.
Dang, Righteous Action, thanks for the $10.02 of Bitcoin Cash. Really, really appreciate it, dude. And I'm glad you're getting value. Like thousands and thousands of other people have gotten value out of this stream. Unfortunately, some people just don't get it. And never will, right? I mean, really, dude, learning technical analysis requires a certain amount of aptitude and IQ. Like, there are just literally people that will never get it. And that sucks, dude. But it's a zero-sum game. What we do trading is a zero-sum game, meaning there's gonna be a loser. So communism is, if you're a communist, you're just gonna be triggered every day knowing what a market is, what the stock market or crypto is. When someone's winning, someone's losing. That's not good enough. That we can't have that. So if you're a communist, just leave. Opportunity, right? It's a quality of opportunity, not outcome. That's what we're looking for, right? All right, so people talking about Tezos going meh, dude, meh. Not really, dude. What are you talking about going? It's doing nothing, and it may fail, right? The issue with well, Tezos is okay because Tezos is showing that really nice hidden bullish divergence on the daily. So you got that going for you.
Checking and enjoying the stream. Much love to everyone.
Is that a joint?
Fish Face and Sun, thank y'all for the 420. I'm glad you're here, man. We have many fish in the community. We have a school of fish. Thank you, dude. So you seeing this, Fish Face Man, on Tezos? Yeah, you've just recently broken out of maybe a wedge. But I'm sketched out a little bit because on the 4 hour, no like impending price action reversal, no divergence to help where the reversal occurred, right? So like that means like it could always sell off once more, you know, come down to 316, 313, double bottom, and then go like a lot of the other altcoins were. But what helps this one's argument just a little bit is going to the daily, whereas you can see on the daily quite discernible hidden bullish divergence. We make a low on price, a much higher low on price with much higher levels of negative Momo, higher levels or lower levels relative strength. Okay, And you can see what is held as support, right? This 314, this is not a joke area. You're bouncing. And the great news is how Tezos is back above that March 5th high. That's huge. Because if you stay above this long enough, I think eventually Tezos could see 380. 380 again. Okay, well, there's a candle that goes 360, 380, and higher. Okay, this could be a major reversal or pivot point occurring right now at critical support levels. All right, Tezos. Not perfect, not utopian, exactly how we would always want it, but it's okay. It's decent. All right. Eight-layer cakes? What is that? Are you okay? That is inverse keto, dude. Is Ethereum testing for 30? Probably. Or probably did. Or got really close. Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, I think it hit target. Nice. It did. It hit 430 this finally. All right, not finally. It did. So, yeah, we wait. We know that like an 886 or 113% retrace is where we could reverse, but there's absolutely no indication on the 4-hour of any exhaustion. So that's good news. This is good for the bulls, right? The short-term downtrend and the mid-term uptrend. The short-term downtrend's over, and it's back to the mid-term uptrend, and the long-term uptrend before it. Long-term uptrend. Mid-term uptrend. Short-term downtrend. We back, man. But again, it's all in Bitcoin, right? What happens if Bitcoin just starts crapping out now? It makes a lower high than the previous local high. Oh, then this is gonna dump, and everything else is gonna dump with it. Okay, that's it, man. We're at this point. It's almost like, why could this not be a bearish cipher? Right, that's the quote. Why could this not be a bearish cipher here? It has all the makings of a varsity athlete, like where it could be. Yeah, this could be a bearish cipher. I mean, it could reverse here. All right, no reason to, but like the thing is, right, when you have a bearish harmonic, you want to have an edge. You don't have an edge at this reversal area, so. Davidson, John, up in the chat, let's go.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Dude, Aaron, man, thank you so much for supporting the stream, team,
Bruh.
the dream, everything in between. All of it, man. Thank you, dude. It is the 30th best day to join the Patreon. Or anyone joining now will be getting charged and on the 1st. But you're locking in the $100 rate. So, because next month, if you're not a patron, you will be charged $130 if you feel like joining on the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or anytime next month. It'd be $130. This month, $100. Next month, $130. So, first price increase in history. 2.5 years of doing this, my first price increase. All right. So, have you seen what they're doing to the U.S. dollar? Inflation Connect. Oh yeah. Someone tell me why this couldn't be a bearish cipher again? It could be. It could be. But again, not strong because no exhaustion. Buyers are not exhausted at all. So let's look at Ethereum Classic real quick. The joke, right? That's a big joke. The biggest joke in crypto at this time, kind of. But look, man. 651, if you've been watching the stream at all, you know that's like the equilibrium level. It's a major reversal point. Major reversal point where if you don't hold it, if you test it and fail, you could go to the abyss. Multiple times you've done that. But now something's happening where Ethereum Classic has fallen below it, but it's sprung back above it and now holding it, and you're above it. That's so good. I mean, I think that with this price action you're getting here, you could see $7, $7.65 in time. It's very possible. And it's kind of a different look. It's not like everything else. Look, you've broken out. You've broken some sort of supply line here. Was it just a channel? Looks like it's just a channel. It could have been a wedge, right? If you do 1 and 2 as the anchor points and everything else correlates after. It's like a falling wedge breakout and you're above historical support resistance. So again, upside potential is $7 on ETC, despite how trash it is as an actual crypto. We know it's awful. All right, we've got less than 20 minutes to go, chat, till your weekly candle close. And on the daily, Bitcoin is in the midst of painting a bullish engulfing candle. Let's go, dude. We already checked the OMG crypto W. Or should I call you crypto L for crypto late? Cody, I don't know if that's really the area to be looking for hammers. But yeah, I guess.
LTC forming bullish hammer weekly close. Thoughts?
And we'll go back to it, I guess. Up 10%. I like weekly bullish hammer. It's like, you look for bullish hammers at reversal points. You don't look for them in the midst of a new wave, right? This is like the same wave here. You had price action oscillation,
Mitch, the
whatever.
hardest working live streaming TA guy in the game. Can you peek at Roku? Don't kill me. Thanks, man.
I won't kill you, dude. You've got my word. Thank you, J-Togs, for the 618 contribution.
It's
oh god,
China
stream almost already
China.
broken, dude.
China.
God, their tech, or whatever their problem is, they got one. Not a joke, bro.
It's not a joke, bro, but take some more. Bag's too heavy. 0.5152367, etc.
Thanks, Matthew, dude, man. 350. Ethereum Classic. It'll be here in a year. Thank you, dude. Now you're looking for bullish hammers at bottoms. Like here's an inverted hammer, or engulfing inverted hammer. Right. Look, here's a beautiful bullish hammer. That's what you're looking for at bottoms, not tops, not like in the middle. You see what I'm saying? So who cares? It's nothing. I do like how 60 bucks being held as support. You know him, oh my god, I'm in the chat at school.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
We got some FOMO on the Patreon because people want to get grandfathered in. I understand. I want to get grandfathered into the $100 rate that it's been $100 for 2.5 years, but it's going to be $130 next month. So we'll also be unveiling annual memberships on the 1st for the first time ever. So
Hype in the chat!
how do you get the virus emoji? How do you get it? It's like I think it's like you just tip like $3 or $3.50 or $4 or something. It's just like it's a variation for that amount. Okay, so hammers, you look for bottoms, not middle of the. We know it's going higher. It could go higher. Like, well, at least for targets for an equitable position trade, it's higher. So I'm not concerned with it. Okay. Let's go to Bitcoin on the weekly so we can see here the change since the beginning of the stream to now. Looks a lot better, right? 3 gorgeous damn support resistance, February 2018, June to July 2019, August 2019. Well, here we are for the first time in history, breaking it at the beginning of the month. And for 3 weeks now, we've just been testing it as support. So we're not out of the woods yet, though it seems like it. It feels like it. This could just be an up thrust if we're not lucky here. But man, this has got to mean something. fact that we were making history for a month now, and the history has just continued on every time we don't fall back below with candle close confirmation, 11,463. Every time we hold above it is good, but it does not ensure that we will continue to the upside, because nothing's certain on any market. Okay, it's all probabilities. This is favorable price action until you get a weekly close below it. Hasn't happened. We're good. We're still okay for now on Bitcoin. So we're technically still great, man. Wonderful on the weekly and monthly still, if you can even believe it after all the drama that has occurred this month. If you're out there and you haven't hit that sub button yet, that like button, go ahead and do it, fella. Helps the stream. Why not, man? Nah, that's not it. Wolfman, nah. I'll have to find it off stream when there's not pressure on me to figure it out. You know, I don't want dead air. I'm the curator of the vibe, the curator of the stream. I must be sure to not get lost in a chart trying to find a harmonic. It's already played out. There's the Discord link posting it, alright? I'm about to just reset the catch on this. It's too broken. Thank you, Doug Harris. There it is.
WKHS, most likely no entry of value anymore, but your thoughts, Mitch? Shortlist for USP's 6 billion Z contract.
Workhorse
already with UPS DHL rider / Trump hype.
Workhorse, very interesting. Very interesting chart here. Looked at it before. Oh my god, yeah, dude. Hey, remember that time Workhorse painted a bullish Gartley? And then it did this. Wow. Golden ratio territory. Good God, dude. I mean, it's just so high, right? But it doesn't mean, look, it could, man, if this market is stupid, which it is, and it wants to, I mean, is this not 786? It's probably not. Could be a deep crab. Yep. Yeah, 68%. That's right. I mean, could be working on XABCD if it's to continue up, right? If we're about to start the new wave, the last wave, the strongest wave, then yeah, that could happen. But for now, it's like you're trying to show one bottom and then a second bottom, but you're not able to break the confirmation line, 1914. And I don't know, man, like, am I really gonna applaud here and be like, okay, 1 and 2, so you broke out, you broke that, but you fell right back out inside, right? So it's like, is that even real? Probably not. They just adjust now, I guess. Maybe a demand line. Yeah, it's not, these aren't easy when they're so high like this and there's just not that much data at these new prices. Remember, like, this is a golden mean ratio. 3 times you failed. Like, you thrusted through the golden mean ratio, then you did it again, and now you're just back testing it as resistance. So, I mean, yeah, no value, but a large amount of price contraction, clear as day. Price contraction. So big measure move the structure, big move down, big move up can happen. So neutral pattern is what I'm saying. Neutral. All right, man, so Bitcoin's still looking strong. Like 11 minutes and change to go until your weekly close. We're looking at the weekly right now, 11,700. You're kind of right at it, and some altcoins are responding favorably. Where you've got Litecoin up 10%, you've got Ethereum up 7.3%. But those are the ones that are really responding. Ethereum Classic's now at 3%. You know, the ones that have like a high beta, like sensitivity to the macro, which is Bitcoin. Yeah, those are the ones that are performing pretty well. I mean, Maker's up 7%, but that's been a thing. It's just kind of stuck after it's run up. Not many other things are running up. It seems like with Bitcoin rallying, Tron lost 3% of its value at that time. Understandable. So now we are in the run out the clock situation. Since we're so close to the weekly close, I've been live about 2 hours now. But it looks gorgeous, right? Gorgeous supply line broken. There was an edge. There was a second bottom. Thank you, Jerome Powell. And we've just been rallying ever since we broke. Methodically, very methodically. And what I'm saying, we're not out of the woods. You really, as a market participant that cares about Bitcoin, you got to break 11.8 soon. Or at least test it as resistance, and then what could happen? Then you could sell off all you want, and we come back, test 11,463, and create a beautiful inverse head and shoulders Momo shifting structure. That would be to Jesus, man. But it doesn't always happen. So again, we want to go at least test 11.8, if anything. Not make a lower high here. Matthew D, are you butt hiding people? Don't do that, dude. We're timing out people with your butt. Here's a Discord link, posting it again for you. If you're new, join our very large, well-established community, traders and analysts. Why wouldn't you, man? Hey, Fried Cash, what's up, dude? Someone get the CEO of Bitcoin on the phone, man. Dude, it's not right, man. It's not right. Thank you, Fried Cash, with the $5 super chat, dude. Yeah, 1-800-PAMP-IT. Dude, what a stream. Well, just like, so great, man. See all the opportunities that are out there, the opportunities that have played out in the past, and the opportunities that we have witnessed the past few days that are beginning to play out, which it takes time. It's a methodical process. Sometimes, yeah, rarely it just it's done, one and done, like that Tezos trade at the beginning of the month. Okay, but like other times it takes patience. It's going to be testing your patience while you're in it. So sweaty jalapenos. Oh yeah, J-Talk. Sorry, man. You know how it is. Oh God, all Roku, man. That was another wonderful trade setup, wasn't it, dude? Yeah, it really, really was. Hasn't done too much since it hit that measured move, right? Man, not much of anything. And now it has, as of Friday, broken the very critical resistance point, man. 168.41. That's not a joke. Yeah, you even tested all-time highs. So, I guess we could clean it up. This is just a smorgasbord of just beautiful stuff. The education rich, wonderful. All right. So now I think we clearly just at this point, right, easily. I don't know. You could plot it like this, maybe, but we could also do 1 and 2 on the bottom and figure it out. I don't know. This seems pretty acceptable right here. All right, look at the 1 and 2 on the top, 1 and 2 and 3 on the bottom. I mean, that's a pretty good channel right there. But interesting spot. You know what's going to happen, right? If we break it, targets that high to the China virus low. Targets 208. Maybe you can break it, man. 208, 225, 249. Your fib extensions. Pretty simple, right? Does that help at all? I mean, really, not much of an edge right now for a trade. You know, if there was an edge for a trade, we'd be talking about. But it's been having some pretty good days. It's been marking up. So, and it's on the cusp of all-time highs. So yeah, you keep your eye on it. Have your alerts set up for Roku. Good moon, man.
Can we look at CHTR? Thanks, man.
I guess, dude. Just run out of the clock. 5 minutes to go. Charter, yeah, Charter. Dang, man. I've been a Comcast guy. I've been owning Comcast, not Charter. Don't know why. Well, I know why. It was a trade. Okay, so same thing, right, with our fib extensions, because you're at all-time highs. Your previous high to the China virus low. So your 1414 is approaching. We've broken the 1272. You know, on assets like this, what do you want me to do, man? There may be some bearish divergence. It's a very high flyer. This is obviously one that has no value, right? As you'd be paying high premium to own Charter Communications. Because look where it is. This is not like Comcast. This is not like the assets we were looking at earlier in the stream, right? That are showing value, that where the market rotation happens. You know, money's going to go into them. This is not one of them. All right, this is a great uptrend, though. Great run up it's been having. You know, I don't really know if it's even if it has a structure. You know, well, there's obviously a supply line right there. All right, you're testing. Bitcoin's 11,712. So yeah, you'd be looking. These are like reversal points. Jeez. I mean, like, what do you do? Like, what do you do here? Is it like that? My God, look at the price contraction. The upsloping price contraction on Charter is pretty ridiculous, isn't it? So look out, man. Look out. I don't know. I think if you dumped, you could just go from this discernible low on the daily to the high whenever the high becomes a thing. And we just talk about a common retrace, 50%. Oh, why would that be weird? That wouldn't be weird at all, man. That's like 545. That's like your previous all-time highs. You never even back tested that when you broke out. So, I mean, that's reasonable to believe maybe a common retrace area, $550. Which Bitcoin's 11,000. So, you know, I mean, it's something to think about. The daily. But, I mean, good luck. Good luck shorting in this market right now. Even though it could play out. The macro could kill you because it just keeps pumping. Look, man, this is what I'm talking about. We're on the daily. We're getting back outside of the gold upsloping channel, right? We're back out. And we're engulfing bullishly. I mean, we're like less than 3 minutes away from a bullish Mara Bazoo engulfing candle. Complete buyer domination throughout the day. 11,463. Forget about it. Really starting to get some separation for now, which is great. The next thing we got to do on Bitcoin is break 11,800, or at least test it to make the same high. Well, your negative momentum's continuing to wane. Very good. That's that hidden divergence stuff. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, again, we haven't seen positive momentum on the daily since the 10th of August, man. In 3 weeks, might be time again to see some, you know, to have the bulls take the ball. All right. Just so you, again, just the reiteration of the analysis. Tweeted about this, right? As we were breaking out, like the hour we were breaking out, tweeted, hey, are we jumping across the creek? Will this last? Seems like it's actually playing out. Remember the 25% trend line that was once resistance, or was once support, became clear, concise resistance, and then with the engulfing candle yesterday evening, it then became support again, and is now trying to lift off from it after regarding it as support again. Good. Let's go, man. I mean, think the next target, 12K, if you're looking at it like this. Now we know horizontal line resistance 11.8. It's the previous local high. so close, man. You're not far off. So yeah, dude. It's, technically, yep. We'll do it once again. Look on the 8s. Oh my god, man. Thank y'all for being here. Seriously, it's very good. We're seeing Bitcoin show a lot of strength going into this weekly close in less than 1 minute. Thanks for the 1,300 people tuned in. Thanks for the 550 likes. Thank y'all. Bitcoin's at session highs right now. Super strong. I mean, that's what you want, man, I guess. I mean, that's... $30 seconds. Just hanging out. Circles, thanks for the sub, dude. Appreciate it. 15 seconds until your weekly candle close. Man, we've done it, chat. A new week has been born. Once again, we pray the TA Lords help us on our endeavor for the next week. Hallelujah. Amen. Thanks so much. Gotta have that worked. Yeah, looks like it worked. Sweet. Alright, man. So a daily bullish engulfing Marabazoo was painted. It's confirmed. It's very, very strong candle. But we go to the weekly and we can see clearly we ended somehow, you know, it was like, hey, our friend was talking about the bullish hammer on Litecoin. Well, look, you got a bullish pin bar on Bitcoin, even though it's not the area where you look for it. It's just interesting that we've held the Three Gorges Dam for the 3rd week in a row. That's exceptional, dude. Okay? You hold it long enough, at any time, that's when liftoff could start, dude. This is good price action until it's not. Until we get a weekly close below 11,463. And that's when we'll start talking about the bearish scenarios more. But that just hasn't happened yet. And we would wait for it to happen. Because nothing is certain. All probabilities. Hello, are you in here? So 1,300 people here. We got like 5 people chatting. Am I really just like, are y'all just that honed in on what I'm saying? Like no one chats? I just don't have, like for anyone else that exists out there with 1,300 people, we have the lowest chat engagement. We have to. Much lower. I'm just being honest, man. Well, look at the chat now. Yeah, it looks like a real stream. Too busy buying altcoins, someone said. You're right, dude. Learning by listening, man.
Hype in the chat!
See, this is the way it should always look, but that's okay, man. So what a great end to the week with some power. I mean, that's so good for Bitcoin. Chat. Yeah, Twitch chat on YouTube. Hype, exactly. 2 weeks till college football really going. How about yesterday in Montgomery, Alabama, and the first play of scrimmage was a 75-yard touchdown by Austin P. Can't even make it up, dude. There was a high school game on before that one, and that was insane, dude. Freaking craziest game. Craziest freaking game, how it all ended. Went to overtime. Oh my god. Anyone see that St. Xavier high school game? It was like Blacksburg or Brownsburg versus St. Xavier. Nuts. Yeah, we have a lot of new people joining the Discord today. Welcome, everyone. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, my music again. All right, so 11,723 Bitcoin has sold off a little bit, starting to climb like almost immediately. Very, very rarely do we see immediate price action once a new weekly candle is born. Like we just never do, really. So there it is, man. Just bringing it up. 11.8 and 12K are your targets. Or at least that's resistance points where there might be sell orders, right? That's all I'm saying. Yeah, nice close. What's up, Harrison James?
I'm grilling steaks and making fresh chips and salsa. Got you on the big screen. Pretty sure my neighbors can hear the Jesus man.
Oh, man. Well, that's cool. Hopefully they don't complain, right? Then we got problems. But hello neighbors, if you're out there and you can hear me, respect the TA or be destroyed. Just kidding. God, it's Andy, man.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
He says freaking kings, man.
Bruh.
What's up, Andy? Thank you, dude. Cheers.
Andy man tipped $42. Frickin' kings, man.
Kings, man. Yeah, US dollar dumping. Well, that's what we're looking for. Sucks that we're betting against the dollar, but it's not our fault. We didn't do anything. We didn't start this. We don't want the US dollar to be pumped into oblivion. It's not our call. So all we're doing is just reacting to the Fed's monetary policy, right? Which is by buying assets that might go up because the US dollar's going down. God forbid, man. And we're getting a dump, man. Look at this. Thanks, Harrison and Andy, both of y'all. Seriously. Look, here it is, right? We've already broken the main critical support, 92.55. We've back tested as resistance, and now we're going. Now we're working on lower prices. And remember, not much till the 91s, right? We looked at it. $91, yeah. And not good, dude, for the world reserve currency or the greenback. I'm just gonna add an alert on that. I don't know. I hear it. I'm like, well, what's going on with Bitcoin? Dude, Bitcoin, I'm telling you, in the past like month or two, I'd say like 2 months, Bitcoin literally is just 100% inverse correlating with the US dollar. They almost look identical, but inversed, right? No, there's absolutely no other way to lock in the $100 price for Patreon besides joining this month. That's it. Like, you either join this month and pay $100 if you renew next month, or you on the 1st of September, it's $130. Or you can pay annually, and with the annual payment, we've set it up to where it's pretty much like you buy 12 months, you get one free. So you don't hear that? It's so quiet. Maybe it's not. Sorry. Dude, is the audio, is the music right now, is it too loud? Because my mixer's saying, yeah, it might be too loud. Yeah, hit the Ethereum, the first target, the trade, let's go.
Bruh.
It's too low. Okay, cool, it's good. Consensus is it's fine. So I don't know, man. Like, I stream for a couple hours, an hour or 2 hours or 3 or whatever, but like, to get the extended streams, normally it's like price action, and there's not that much new price action going on at this current time. It's just hanging out at 11,720, and that's it. Yeah, well, thanks for watching, dude. Thanks for being extremely helpful trusted member of our community, dude. So much that good things. The next time you say something, good things will happen. Grab out of coffee, man. Completely out of coffee, that sucks. Australian dollar upsloping breakout, very nice. Yep. Sure, the euro, Canadian dollar, I'm sure they all look similar, right? Whatever your accumulation, hey man, it's possible. It's possible. Jumping across the creek. It really is like a fractal, right? I think Bitcoin right now is extremely similar to what we saw in the 9,000s for 10 weeks. It's almost like the same thing going on, but just smaller. Which just reminds me so much of like AMD. Just fractals. It's like predictable patterns that happened on the same chart. It's happening later, and it's much more condensed. But it's the same thing, and ends up having the same outcome. Holding for now. I really appreciate the 1,250 people here. I know there's some excitement going on, a little bit more, right? It's been kind of shorter term, gut-wrenching blah. Just like back here, man, before we jumped across the creek. It was blah too. But as the US dollar falls, you'd think that Bitcoin would continue to climb, be rising, see 12K. And we know, like, dude, the good news, I mean, the context for Bitcoin, gold, silver, Ethereum, and other assets, equities, commodities alike, is we know the US dollar has made a technical bearish breakout of a critical ice line support, okay? That's what's really good. And we even got confirmation that it was once support, it's now resistance. And only after doing that, we're reversing the downside or continuing the descent, to the abyss. So the losers are people sitting cash, technically. All right, man. No, it's been good. I feel like I've served my purpose, which is at least providing some level of value to your day, if you're a viewer. Or we know what's going on, right? I mean, like there should be like, if you watch the stream from beginning to end and you're at least a regular viewer somewhat, there shouldn't be any more questions like on Bitcoin. Oh, what's the next resistance? Where can we reverse? What's going on with the weekly, the daily? That's all been covered in the stream. So, and we've looked across the market. We've also looked at value buys on the stock market, right? I mean, and looked at gold and silver. All right, man. So it seems like Bitcoin is eyeballing 11,800, 11,981. Those are the two next targets. I mean, really, there was maybe hidden bearish divergence. I guess it played out with this candle. That's a testament to how bullish things are maybe right now, or hidden divergence it's not able to break critical supports. Too many bids. And now after testing it, we're reversing to the upside again. That's good. That's positive bullish price action for now. So there's still opportunity out there, man. There really is. You just got to be able to find it. And if you want to learn how to identify an edge on the market to make a trade, joining the Patreon is a great way to do it, man. We'll show you. We show you the way. All right, so I'll leave y'all to it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Y'all are amazing. It's the best community out there, and I'm truly grateful for each and every one of you. Let's keep growing together. Invest in yourself every day if you can. You know you can. You literally can. Be better than yourself. Be better than yourself from yesterday. That's all you got to do, man. Do that 365 days in a row and get back to me. So we'll be back. Until next time, respect the TA.
Oh, it's good.
Good and terrible.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Severin, thank you so much, dude, for joining the Patreon. Wow, 30th best day to join, but he's locking in that that $100 rate for the coming months. Thank you, dude. Much love. Kings, everybody.
This is your homework, Larry.
Bruh.
JP, I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei!
Adios, turd nuggets.